Namaskaram. Shri Mahaganapatiye Namah. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Welcome to today's humble samarpanam on Mayilpeeli. In today's samarpanam, we shall chant, learn and understand the slokas of Narayaneeyam Dasakam 60. Let us first chant the sloka and then understand the meaning. Dasakam 60 is about Krishna stealing the clothes of gopis. The gopis start doing a penance to goddess Kartyayani or Parvati to make them consorts of Lord Krishna. While they were taking bath in the river Yamuna without any clothes, Lord Krishna steals all their clothes and made them come out of the water and beg for the clothes. Later he promises them that all their wishes would be fulfilled. Dasakam 60, Sloka 1. Madanatu rachetasonvaham bhavadangri tvayadasya kamyaya yamuna tatasim nisaikatim Taralakshyo Girijam Samarchishan. O Lord, the beautiful-eyed girls of Raja, overcome by Cupid and love for you, were desirous of serving your two lotus feet. To achieve this, every day on the banks of river Yamuna, they made an image of goddess Girija or Parvati with the sand and worshipped it, is what Bhattadri says. Smitten with love for Krishna, the gopis of Vrindavan were very desirous of serving the Lord's lotus feet and attain him as their husbands, so they decided to pray to goddess Parvati and come to the banks of river Yamuna and make the image of the goddess on the sand and start their prayers. Dasakam 60, Sloka 2. Tavanama katharatha samam sudrisha prartharupagata nadim Upahara pujayan dayito nandasuto bhavediti. O Lord, their minds intent on chanting your names and stories, these charming maidens would congregate on the river bank at dawn and, worshipping the goddess with hundreds of offerings, pray earnestly to her for obtaining the son of Nanda as their husband. Every day at dawn, these lovely maidens of Vrindavan would come with a lot of offerings made with love and assemble at the river bank of Yamuna for the puja. Dasakam 60, Sloka 3. Iti masa mupahita vrata taralakshira vivikshata bhavan karunamrudulo nadi thatam samayasi tadanugrahe chayam. O Lord, these beautiful maidens had kept this vow for one whole month. Every day, for 1 month, they would go early at dawn to the banks of river Yamuna for praying to goddess Parvati. O gracious Lord, you took pity on them and went to the river bank in order to bless them, says Bhattadri. Dasakam 60, Sloka 4. Niyamavasitau nijambaram Tatasi manyavamuchyatastada Yamuna jalakela khula Puratastvamavalokya lajjitaha. O Lord, having fulfilled the vow, those damsels, removing their clothes and leaving them on the river bank, indulged in water sports in the river Yamuna. Seeing you in front of them, they felt extremely ashamed, says Bhattadri. A month-long vow was over and all the lovely maidens leave their clothes on the banks of the river and get into the waters to celebrate and play some water sports. Krishna, who had taken pity on them and had arrived to bless them, comes in front of them and they feel shy and ashamed. Dasakam 60, Sloka 5. Trapayana mitana nasvato Vanita swam bharajalamantikhe nihitam parigruhya bhuruho vitapam tvam tarasadirudavan. O Lord, as they stood with their faces bent down in shame, you quickly gathered the pile of clothes lying nearby and climbed onto the branch of a tree, says Bhattadri. When Krishna sees all of them with their heads down in shame, he quickly picks up all of their clothes from the river bank and climbs on a branch of the tree with all the clothes, is what we understand. Dasakam 60, Sloka 6. Ihatavadupetya niyatam vasanam vasrudusho yata yatam iti narma mrudusmite tvayi Pruvativya mumuhe vadu janaihi. O Lord, with a gentle teasing smile, you invited them to come to you and take the garments which belonged to each one of them without any mix-up. Hearing your words, the maidens were extremely embarrassed, says Bhattadri. Krishna teases all the women and tells them to come over and pick up their clothes from him. They all are embarrassed and wonder how they could come out with no clothes on them. Dasakam 60, Sloka 7. Ayijeva chiram kishorana stavadasi karoshi kim pradishambaramambujekshane uditastvam smitameva dattavan. O Lord, those helpless damsels praying for your long life and declaring themselves to be your slaves besieged you, the lotus-eyed pet son of Nanda, to return their garments. Entreated thus by them, you gave them only a beautiful smile instead of their clothes. All the gopis plead to Krishna to return their clothes, but Krishna, being the naughty one, just gives them his enchanting smile. Dasakam 60, Sloka 8. Adiruhya tatam kritanchalihi parishuddha swagati nirikshataha vasananya kilanyanugraham punarevam giramapyadamudam. O Lord, you saw that the girls had come up the bank with joint palms, that they were purified at heart and that they had surrendered to you as their sole resort. You with joy gave them back all their clothes and also words of promise as blessings, says Bhattadri. For long the gopis were in the water pleading, but then they surrendered to Krishna and come out of the river humbled and purified with hands folded to collect their clothes. Dasakam 60, Sloka 9. Viditam nanuvo manishitam vaditarastviha yogyamuttaram Yamuna puline sa chandrikaha kshanadayitya balasvamochivan. O Lord, you assuring those maidens that you were aware of their heart's desires, promised them that very shortly they would get an appropriate answer on a moonlit night on the sand banks of the Yamuna. On seeing their devotion and love, you promised them that they would be blessed one day on a moonlit night on the same river banks of Yamuna, is what we understand in this sloka. Dasakam 60, Sloka 10. Upakarnya bhavan mukachyutam madhunishyandi vacho mrugidrishaha pranayadhai viksha vikshate vadanabjam shanakairgriham gataha. O Lord, hearing from your mouth these words dripping with honey, the doe-eyed damsels went homeward at a slow pace, repeatedly turning round to see your lotus-like face full of love for you. The gopis were overjoyed when they heard Krishna's words, and they all returned home full of love for you, is what we understand in this sloka. Dasakam 60, Sloka 11. Iti nanvanugruhya vallavihi vipinanteshu pureva sancharan karunashishiro hare hara tvarayame sakalamaya O Hari, having blessed the gopis thus, you wandered round in the forest as before. O Lord, who are pervaded by the coolness of mercy, may you soon remove all my maladies, praise Bhattadri. Hare Krishna. Govinda Nama Sankirtanam Govinda Govinda Narayana Akila Guru Bhagavan Namaste Shri Haraye Namah Shri Mahaperiyava Sharanam.